Hello and a very good evening from here in Billund. We're back on X-Plane. We're on a Ryanair flight, and as you'll see on the map, we're heading across to the home of Ryanair, Dublin in Ireland. Flight time in the region of 1 hour 40, cruising today at 38,000 feet. Right, let's get things underway. Because we got a... Right, we'll start the flight leg, first things first. Fuel and weight balance, let's get that payload sorted out. So, the fuel on board we'll be needing today is 8054. 80554. Enter. And the zero fuel weight, payload total is going to be takeoff weight 68705. 68705. Remember, I have to do something with this payload. So zero fuel weight is 63. So the payload 43 rather. Zero fuel is 43. So I need to make that 2225, I think. 25,000 kilos. Payload total 25000. There we go. Fuel truck.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Okay, so we are fueling the plane. Let's just check some other stuff. Customization, visual FX. We want the ski effects. What do you want the X and Var effects? Is we're on X and Var, let's put X and Var effects on. Let's have a look. Fill passenger show, hide, strobe effects, cockpit on. Yeah, off. Visual effects, yeah, back. Hardware, that's all good. I'm just checking that I've got everything set up the way it needs to be on this plane. Realism. Pause at top of descent on. That's good. Time blown off. Off. Home. Okay, let's start running through the checklist then. On this Ryanair flight back to Dublin. Or over to Dublin rather. 3, 4, 6. So I actually was on a Ryanair flight this morning, flew in from Budapest. Did finally get to do some real flying for the first time in it's the first time since I went to Canada back in November 2019 actually. So yeah, really flying visit over to Budapest. Flew over yesterday on Ryanair's subsidiary, Lauda. They use obviously Airbus, so that was interesting to go on board with them. I don't have any footage to upload to my real flight section for this this thing, but or my channel, as I do the real flying section, because I've done Budapest on there before, right? So I figured that you see a lot of Budapest on this channel. So I don't know, maybe I should have done, but on this occasion I decided not to. Right, so that's on battery on. Yeah, we have got that selected. Battery on, APU, fuel left pump. Let's get that on. APU generator switch, start. We're back using Xenviro. I was using the free sort of cloudscapes, but they just got the abrupt changes and stuff, and yeah, I just, for X-Plane, we'll stick to Xenviro for whilst we continue to use X-Plane 11 up until obviously the PNDG 727 arrives on Microsoft Flight Simulator, and then we're very much focused on that. So, right, we're getting that all set up. That's doing its thing. Get up the charts on here actually. So yeah, we are departing out from runway 27 here in Billund. And in fact, one thing I've just realised I need to do actually is on this PA system, PA settings, I need to change that to Ryanair.
Ryanair.
There we go. Knew something was missing. The famous Ryanair boarding music. Maybe generator switch drivers, the position lights on and steady. Logo lights as needed. Well, we do need them because it's a nighttime departure. Emergency lighting armed and guard closed. Passenger signs on, seatbelt signs off. AP bleed switch can be switched on now. AP bleed on. Pax auto high. IRS mode set to nav. So I've got a few days here at home by myself, so I can do these flights without having to whisper. I know I've had a few comments in the past on the channel that you can't hear my voice. Reason being is obviously my family's typically here, my daughter's going off to sleep, and if I turn the sensitivity of the microphone off, well, half the time you can still hear me breathing anyway. It sort of sounds like Darth Vader, really. But anyway, they're not here, so I can be as loud as I want, within reason, obviously. Right, FMC initialized position. Let's get that sorted out now. So, nav data is out of date, has been for donkey's ears, because there is a way to get it back in date, but I just can't be asked, okay? It's not that massively important, I don't know. Anyway,
Flight deck fuel is all loaded up.
that's brilliant. Thank you very much, my main man. Fuel is loaded on board. That's brilliant. So we're here in EKBI. We're in Billund. Been there quite a bit recently. We're going to be there again for my next guest airline, which is Danish Air Transport from Billund down to I think somewhere in Greece or something. EKBI. Yeah, I'll get there. Cool. You're pushy today, aren't you? Very pushy, aren't they? Yeah, previous page. There we go. There it is. There's a position. Jeez. Oh no, wait a minute. I don't normally put that in there, do I? Mission route. Okay, so E K B I. God, why did I do that? EKBI, and we're going, of course, to EIDW. That is Dublin, folks. Landing on runway 16, apparently. Okay, so 0 fuel weight, reserves 5.0, cost index run at 7, reset cruising at 3.8 feet, execute, and 1 limits. Yeah, alright. Yeah. I'll tell you what my maximum altitude is, thank you very much. Takeoff flaps 5 degrees, center of gravity 5 on the trim wheel, which is pretty much where we are. Okay, let's come back to the route. So we are next page. I can't remember how to do this now. Normally I do it. No, I've got to do where I'm departing first. Right, departing. Right, there we go now. A little bit out of practice. What's going on? ESCO 4 Alpha. Right, read. Next page. So, from Ascov, we're going direct to Upgas. It's a bit ironic given the gas prices at the moment. That's definitely going up. Upgas, there we go. Direct to Bagso. God, if only all flight plans were like this. This is really easy. Bagso. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. And then we, insufficient fuel. Yeah, okay, we'll investigate that in a minute. We're packing what, 7,000 kilos? 7,800, 7,900 kilos. It's telling me I haven't got enough, but I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, I know, because what I've got is reserve fuel. This thinks it's, yeah, never mind. I know what alright, anyway, ignore that. Let's have a look. Runway 16. Alice 16, there we are on the Bags 1K arrival. Transition K-Rev, what's this? Okay, transition. Let's just have a look on the charts. Baptagati, Utag, Kerev. Got to see where we're coming in. So I reckon it's going to be the Kerev transition. Select that. Legs. Ref. And 1 limits. Takeoff speeds. Plugged in. There we go. Brilliant. So that's the FMC. Initialize. Your dampener on. Fuel pumps off as needed. Well, we're going to need all of them, aren't we? Well, it's things. Fuel. Ground power switch and engine generator switches on. I don't know. AP generator switches on. We've already put them on. Window heat on. God, so much quicker to start up an Airbus, it really is. We're going to try to trim air on. That's there. Temperature research packs, auto high. Isolation open, AP beads on. Pressurization panel set, so 38,000 feet. Dublin Airport is at an elevation of 200, so we can scale that down. Right down. 200. ATS obtain FMC program. Yeah, I've already done that. Way ahead of you there, boy. 38,000 feet. Oops. There we go. Let's plug that in. Awesome. Flight directors on. Auto throttle. Let's whack that speed up too. Oops. Alright. No, I don't want the checklist out. Put the checklist away. No, go away. No, I don't need the checklist. Checklist can get stuffed, yeah? Checklist can bugger off. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah, thank you, Zebo. Yeah, I don't want my checklist out. Thank you. There we go. Look, the checklist can get knotted. It can go away. Ah, Jesus, just get rid of it. Can't fucking disable this. It's really annoying. Just trying to randomly click all over the frickin'. Don't want the checklist out. Bye bye, checklist. Hey, Jesus, this is painful. Right, I now waste time. How do I hide the Zebo checklist? Jesus, wet. Let's fucking add on. Get rid of it. The bottom center of paper. Yeah, this bit. Oh, is there? Oh, let's have it. Here we go. Gee, that was painful. Right. Gee, oh my god, this just gets worse. I can't see. Right, that's out VNav. Okay, right, I want LNav. There we go. VNav's obviously not working today. Not at least we take off anyway. God, it would be lovely to be able to freaking see this shit, wouldn't it? Yes. Yeah, thanks. God, just remind me just to go back to the PMDG. I can't have time for this nonsense. Alright, we'll just use VNav. Shove up, you... Jesus, just leave me alone now. Time for this. Alrighty, so flight engine set no flags, auto brakes, ejected takeoff. We're getting there, folks, we're getting there. Stabilizer, trim, transponder, TCAS. I'm sure those of you who love this, I tell it in fairness, it's probably because I just don't use it enough. I'm sure, yeah, those of you who do can rattle through this pretty quickly. Super signs on. I mean, let's not forget, this is freeware. So, for freeware, I have to say it is fantastic. So fuel pumps as needed. Got the fuel pumps on, electric hydraulics on. Oh yeah. Probes. I'll tell you what, I haven't stuck those on yet, so let's just stick those on as well. Anti-collisions on. They're displaying it, packs off, we're ready for pushback, folks. We're going to be pushing back. Sure. Packs off. Plugins, better pushback, pre-plan pushback. Okay, so we're here, so we're just going to pretty much just, I don't know, there's not really a lot we need to do really, is there? We're just gonna do that, I think.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged, call me through the menu when you're ready. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Alright, so tow is driving up. That's nice, isn't it? Tell you what, I've just realised I still got this. I put the no. I haven't put any freaking overhead lighting on. There we are. Let's get that panel lit up. Let's get some other stuff done. Dim. There we go. Now we can see. Look at that, folks. Now we can see. There we go for this wonderful departure.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
What we need to do is plugins, X-Enviro, weather briefing, so that we're in Dublin, EKBI, so local QNH is 1002, that's one thing we haven't changed, there we go. Alrighty. Let's be prepared to depart Billund.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Starting pushback, and you may start.
That is incredibly kind of you. So we are now powering up those engines.
Unable to find view ID 3. Unable to find view ID 3.
Enough. I'll just do it manually then, see if I care. Pretty sure I had set them all, but it's decided I haven't, so.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting cow. Stand by.
Okay, we're powering up nicely now. Disconnect hand signal. That's good. And we will try and find a way to the Alright, engine start. Yes, that is all good. Engine generator switches on.
Bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. Maybe we need to switch off. Packs auto high. ISO should have switch auto. Probe on. Oh, I think we jumped the gun a bit. Those already turned it on. Wing anti-ice AP generator switch off. Put that on earlier, didn't we? And just start selectors off. Flaps.
And mobile phones in flight mode may be used throughout the flight. Please select flight mode now. Laptops must be stowed in.
There we go. Those flight controls, taxi lights, runways, taxi. There goes one anti-collision wing. Turn off says needed. Engine start setters, ending strobes. Okay, right, we can pretty much taxi on out for our departure now. Try and find a way to the runway here in Billund. It's gonna be over here somewhere, right? We'll find it. Take this taxiway here, I reckon. All the way down to the end there we go. We've got some snow on the ground here in Billund, by the looks of things. I haven't seen what temperature is, to be honest. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall shortly be departing here in Billund on our way to Dublin. It's a dark, oh no, oh hello rain. Okay. It's I want the ski effects then. I don't know, let's just stop this now. Customize realism. Visual effects. Ski. There we go. It's a moon there, that's interesting. iron the part out. I've got to admit the rain effects with the runway there and stuff is pretty nice, isn't it? Okay, let's get the lights on. Lights on. There we are. No pressure, fuel pumps. There we go. We're getting blown all over the place. It's only a 15-knot wind. Come on, give me a break.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Yep. Positive rates. Gear up.
$400.
400. There we go. Autopilot on. That's feet. So landing lights. Oh, jeez. All right, we'll just fly this way again, then, shall we? Why not? Okay, we're climbing again now. That is good. Interesting weather. Try and get the miserable departure. There's only a 21-knot wind. That is quite brisk, actually. We can get above that into smoother climbs. Taxi off. As we continue our climb out. Anything else we can turn off whilst we're up here? Packs are back on. I did turn them back on. Good, good, good. Straight. Logo can be turned off. There we go. Okay, folks, settle in, or we will be back for landing, which should be eventful, I would imagine. And we'll see you all on the other side. Let me just turn that wiper off now. Park that. Get the review. Not really going to see much from this flight though, are you? Enjoy.
smoke detectors. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight with us.
Good job I remembered. Okay, you join us rather belatedly because I've missed the first part of the descent. Good job I checked that. So we're descending down into Dublin. And I very nearly did what I did the other day of my Wizz Air flight back to Budapest from Kiev and totally forgot to record the descent and the landing. But I've remembered in the nick of time. So you've missed the first part of descent, and to be honest, you haven't really missed anything, other than me realising I'm way above the profile and have now engaged a rather steep descent rate in order to try and catch up with it. Which, if we look at our green arc there on our display, we can see we should achieve quite easily. Fortunately, should get back on profile soon. Okay, we are back on that profile. We've done well. Let's re-engage VNav then. There we are. Ease that rate of descent back. Pretty pleased about that. That's worked out quite well. It is as dark as anything out there. So we left a rainy Billund, as you remember, and we are now, of course, inbound. Oh, we need to work out what our landing speed's going to be. I've just remembered. There's always something to forget. So we're going to be landing quite a speed by the looks of things. 156. It's quite a high landing speed for a short runway. So yeah, we do have a rather short runway. Yeah. We'll do our best with it. 16,000 feet, continuing our descent. Wasn't that long ago that we flew into Dublin, I think, with Ryanair. So the one place we haven't been to for ages, which I used to do all my Ryanair flights out of, Stansted. We have instead been, for the last couple of years, traversing the Ryanair network across Europe and indeed beyond, because it covers North African destinations as well, and I think some in the Middle East as well. So yeah, it's been to Stansted for ages. I was toying with the idea of returning to just flying out of Stansted, but then you don't cover every single destination. I don't know. I do miss the maybe yeah, I don't know. No, I think we'll keep just flying around the network. Conversely, with the EasyJet, I just used to fly in from Luton all the time and back, but don't really want to feature the same airport. I know I do that at Budapest, but that's just because obviously I spend a lot of time there and I just like flying to and from there, so it's the one airport I do. I suppose in a sense Schiphol as well with KLM, So that features quite regularly as well. So KLM and Wizz Air, the only two airlines that pretty much have a home base, so to speak, of. Everyone else, I just... obviously there's Fly UK, but they're based around more than just one sort of airport. I don't just do flights from just Heathrow, then I fly whatever's on their network. Anyway, let's focus on things in hand, because we will be landing soon, folks. We will intercept that glide slope at 3,000 feet. We've got eyes on the ground. I can see some lights up ahead as we continue our descent into Dublin. Now, when I flew into... oh no, Stansted's not Dublin. I flew into Stansted this morning and it was wet, windy, thoroughly miserable. It was actually a really good landing, although I think probably because there wasn't much, fortunately, much of a crosswind. It's pretty much straight down the runway. But normally on the Boeings, they do tend to come down with a bit of a thump. Of course, Ryanair have that reputation for that. But I have to say, the landing was surprisingly gentle. Which is just as well, because I've got a bit of a bad back. I didn't really need to have that messed up any more than it already is. Logo on, there we go, anti-collision, everything is on. Seatbelt signs, we never took them off. Oh well. Yeah, so there we go. And ahead of us, you can see a Dublin, fair city. And it is pretty dark. So we continue our descent in. To land in Dublin Airport. I switched over the... no, I haven't. I've just realised. So that's the only thing to do. Boom. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. There we go, perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, we shall shortly be arriving into Dublin. What kind of a landing we'll manage on this thing? So we're getting bounced around a little bit. Which, yeah, it's pretty good, I have to say. X-Plane 12, or X-Plane rather, have been dropping more videos of an upcoming X-Plane 12. Had a look at one for the SR-22. They've got an SR-22. I want to fly for MSFS, and I have to say, what I saw of the plane and the visuals, aside from the ground textures, we know it's still pretty much the same, but you can sort that out with Ortho for XP if you've got the time and disk space. Clouds. Don't think they're as good as the MSFS ones, but they're far better than the X-Plane 11 ones, so you're definitely getting... The trees look great, by the way. Not that you really appreciate that much if you fly airliners, and yeah, some of the surface effects, particularly at night, are great. So yeah, there's some good bits. I've seen some other videos where, I don't know, there's still some sort of graphical glitches and stuff, but yeah, on the whole, not too bad. We're now flying down through the X and Pirate clouds. We can think about the V-cell in a minute. Jeez, what sort of frame rate are we getting? 25. Wonder why that's so low. Hold on, let's just go plugins. That's virus settings. Oh god, no wonder. Idiot. I left the cloud static quality on on high. Okay, let's get those flaps out then. Let's not lose sight of what we're doing here. Let's engage. Good luck. Oh Jesus, that's some excessive wind.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go. (156) was our landing speed. Let's power that up a bit. We're turning in now. We're speeding up. Engage the approach mode. Both on. Slow to 156. Runway in sight. Flaps. Put the gear down early. Some flaps out more, flaps out more. Disarm the auto throttle in a minute.
2,500.
So gear down, 3 greens, 156 landing speed is set. Auto brake. Nearly forgot. Ground spoiler armed. Bear in mind we've got quite a short runway to play with here. Lights are on. Feet. We've got only about 7,000 feet worth of runway to play with, but that should hopefully be enough. Hopefully. Wind's not too bad. As you can see, as I said, we should have landed on runway 28 probably. But it's a light crosswind, so we can live with that. And we'll disarm the auto throttle in a minute. And then conversely, we will take out the autopilot. Seem a little bit dark, doesn't it? It should be a bit light, it's so dim. Why can't I get that lighting brighter?
1,000.
1,000, okay, we'll take that out. Auto throttle. Stand by to disengage on this. In fact, I think we'll do it now. See, certainly don't want to be high on a short runway. That is for certain. Oh God, we're
500. 400.
Jesus. See, this is only an 8 knot wind,
300.
and it's
Approaching minimums.
really giving us a
200.
tough time here.
100.
Sure, there's snow in Dublin in reality.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There's the end of the runway. It's worryingly close. I think we might just stop in time though.
80 knots.
Manual braking, manual braking, manual braking, manual braking, manual braking. Come on. Woo! There we go. Why is... oh God, that time I forgot to put the landing lights on again. I thought I did put them on. Yeah, I did, they are. Why are they so dark? Yeah, why does Xenviro make the lights so dark? I don't know if there's a setting I can do something about that on. Because they do seem unnaturally dark, don't they? I know there's a number of settings I can change. I'm pretty sure there's no snow in Dublin, not sure what that's... I don't know, there might be actually. Having said that, so I know snow was forecast some parts of the UK. Anyway, let's clean up those flaps. Let's try and figure out where we're actually going to park in this this airport. Actually, let's just stop here a minute. Sorry, apologies for this. I'm going to piddle about the Xenviro settings. Settings. So I've got, what have we got? Realistic night perspective. I'm going to take that off. What does that do? Not a lot. Realistic aerial perspective. Realistic ozone level. Camera brightness. Make it brighter. That just makes that brighter. Contrast vibrance. What's vibrance do? Not a lot. Gamma power's 100. Could be a little more gamma power maybe. 110. Tone mapping, whatever the freaking hell that is. Do we like tone mapping? Beam photo. Oh, I see. That's aces. Do we like the aces? Off. Photo. Luma. Oh, what's the Luma one? Does that make things a little bit brighter? I don't know. We'll leave it on for now, actually. I like it. Anyway, let's park ourselves up here. Shut the plane. So we have arrived. That is a pretty good landing. I'm looking forward to seeing that one in replay, actually. We did seem to let ourselves get blown completely off the runway. See, I'm not sure an 8-knot crosswind would do that so easily. That is the problem I have with the X-plane physics. We are in a 737, folks. Yeah, I like the way the plane moves about. That's more realistic. But sometimes I just wonder if it... and in fairness, it could be something to do with my X and virus settings as opposed to X-plane itself. So that is something I may need to fine-tune. But anyway, here we are. Let's shut things down, shall we? There we go. 1 and 2. So our landing rate -243. Behave. 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 We'll have a look at the replays. I don't believe that for a second. That is just not right. Right. Replay time. Moment of truth time. Okay. So we're in Dublin, and oh yeah, it's got to go through that bit where I paused it to play a piss about with the lighting effects. Flight time in total was about 1 hour 30. About 1 hour 40, I think. If that clock's right. And yeah, the weather in Dublin. 40 centigrades outside air temperature. What the hell? Wasn't very central to the line, but it's purely because we couldn't see the sodding line at all. So let's have a look. There we go, down we come, down we come, down we come, and flare, and... No, that was definitely softer than 250. Come on, that landing rate thing is cobblers. Let's get a tower view then, which is going to be nicely blocked by something. It's not really a great tower view, is it, to be honest? Can't see, did we? Oh, there we go. That's a better tower view, isn't it? That's a nicer tower view. We like that tower view. Okay, next we will go to the left wing view. Okay, so this brings us to the end of this flight, pretty much. Realising you had a choice of them. Thank you very much for choosing this one. Wish you a pleasant browsing journey. Hope to welcome you back on board again in the very near future. So from here in Dublin, I'll leave you with a wing view of our arrival. And I would say for an 8-knot wind, this is a little bit over the top how it's affecting the plane, to be honest with you. Bear in mind what I flew in early. This is behaving, the way that wing's moving about is behaving what I flew in today on, and that was pretty much a 20-knot wind, which was also pretty much straight down the runway, so I can't believe an 8-knot wind would do that. But there we go. All in all, a pretty nice landing. What we get that nice rain effect. Should really be running across the window as opposed to stuck to it, but I can't have everything, I guess. Does ruin the view a bit. Anyway, folks, until next time, I bid you farewell from here in Dublin. Until next time. Bye for now. In fact, actually, no, tell you what. Because I'm so nice to you lovely people, I'm going to give you a runway view. There we go. Who doesn't love a good runway view, huh? Here we are, coming into land. Yeah, quite a bit off the centre line, to be honest with you. Wasn't the best, but not a bad landing. Right, there we go. Really am going now. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, farewell for now.